Okay, let's see what wisdom Kinobody has to say for us today. If you don't know anything about this guy, he's like this fitness influencer. He was a fitness influencer. Now, obviously, he's tapping into the sort of lifestyle design space. I think he might have inherited a bit of money, or he might have built. So I'm not sure how he made his money. It's probably through influencing, but it looks like there's a bit of inheritance going on as well. Um, but this video, sorry, because my face is in the wrong place, so let me just put it here. There you go, that's a bit better. I'm 33. Here's why I'm not starting a family. So I'm just gonna react to this because why the heck not? I've got me beer. And I've got my wits about me just about, so let's see what comes out then, eh?
All right, guys, I want to talk about where are my kids? Where's my family? What?
Well, it is a good question, mate, because you're probably in the best shape of your life. You're probably richer than you've ever been before, and yet you still haven't been able to reproduce. So I'm curious
What am
myself.
I doing? I'm almost 34. Why don't I have a family? Okay. I've been getting this question so much, and I kind of appreciate it because 15 years ago, right? 15 years ago, the idea of being the single guy.
Let's think about it. How old was he when he was 15 years ago? He was 18 years old. Okay, well, 18 is still really young, so I don't know what the heck he's talking about there. But anyway, let's keep on going.
That's free, that's untethered, that's a player, was glorified, right? And guess what? Like, even in movies, it was like, oh, the husband was shown as like dopey, and the nagging wife, the screaming children, it was shown as a negative thing, right? And guess what? Recently, the pendulum has swung back, okay? The pendulum has swung back, and now, having a family, being responsible is really what is getting pushed. And I like that.
Well, yes, of course, because for all intents and purposes, mate, you've got the infrastructure to make it happen, okay? But you're just not accepting the responsibility of it, clearly. Because otherwise, I'm sorry, but this is gonna sound really polarizing. But what the heck is the point of your life? Is it just to wander around shirtless in your back garden with your big old house? I reckon he's still stuck being a teenager, me. But here we go. Let's see what happens.
I think that's a really freaking good message. But here's the problem, right? As a man, you have to own who you are. And a lot of men are weak right now. So, what I believe, okay, is that there's not a mold that fits everyone, okay?
There kind of is, though. That there kind of is a mold that fits everybody. I'll tell you what it is. It's called it's called survival, and it's called doing what you were designed to do. Okay, whether you believe a god or not. Okay, the fact is that you have certain parts, and women have certain parts that allow them to reproduce. Okay, and so, therefore, if you're sat there saying, hey, I have everything together and I have the potential to take on this big responsibility, and I'm not disputing the fact that it's a big responsibility, but then ducking out of that responsibility by saying, hey, guess what? You know, I want to live my own life. I want to continue being a player. I want to live life on my own terms. It's just like, well, what the heck is the point then? Your life has no meaning, really, if you break it down to the fundamental things of what you were sort of made to do. But anyway, let's let him continue.
We all are built a little bit differently, okay? And so, yes, there's some people out there that meet their wife, they meet an amazing woman, they get married at 25, they start a family, and that works, right? And there's other people that get pressured or they're not ready, it's not aligned, they haven't selected the right partner, but they rush into it and it fucking ruins their entire life.
Yeah, but that's the risk that you take, isn't it? And to be honest with you, someone like you with a great big old house, all right, and looking the way you do, let's not beat around the bush here. You know, you could just get a prenup. Couldn't you? Do you know what I mean? You could just put some legal boundaries in place. There's literally no reason except from what's going on in his mind here. The way that he's not taking on the responsibility. But anyway, let's continue.
Everyone knows someone like that went through a nasty divorce, right?
Yeah, but you can mitigate that through certain legal procedures prior to marriage and during marriage. It's called a prenup and it's called a postnup if you're really worried about your finances. But I'm sure if you took 50% of everything this guy owns, it wouldn't actually make that much of a dent because he's probably worth a fair few millions. So I really don't know why he's complaining.
And so here's what I believe. I believe you need to own who you are. Okay. I've always looked at like guys like Jason Statham, Daniel Craig, right? Some of these, Matthew McConaughey, some of these guys that were kind of the sovereign artiste, right? They were, building, exploring, free in their 30s. And then near the end of their 30s, they met an amazing partner, pulled her into the world, and built a family later in life. That has always been the framework that has fit my neurochemistry, my biology. This is my sort of rhythm. And so I don't want to be.
But you don't know that. I I don't think you know that, and I think you're overthinking it a little bit, mate. Is that you know y- you would be ready at any time. Let's be real. Okay, like this whole idea of putting time scales on things is really stupid, because ultimately, like to be honest with you, you're ready at any time. Okay, as a guy, we've got that like advantage to us. Women less so. They've got a time limit on them, like biologically speaking, but men don't have this. So I think that's a load of rubbish. It's all in his head basically, is what I'm saying. But anyway, let's let him continue, unleashing his feelings on us about how he feels about when he should do things.
Be the guy that rushes it for me, right? That might not be for you, and is like, oh man, the wife, all the kids, I gotta do all this stuff because I guess what? I want to build a family when I can say this is the greatest thing I've ever done, right? This is the most amazing thing I've done.
You could do that at any time, all right? Considering that the wealth he's built already, you could do that at any time. I don't know what the heck is going on with this guy. He's mental.
I want to build a family when I can embrace it fully, when I'm ready to fully have that
When you get your finger out, basically, is what you're saying. When you get your finger out.
chapter. And of course, I meet the right woman who is going to be a partner for the rest of my life.
He would have. Look, sorry, this guy's so stupid. Look, you would have. This guy would have absolutely no problem. All right, he's just not putting in any effort into it.
That's a big decision. And if you could achieve that and be there and commit to that at 29, at 25, at 30, congratulations. But don't rush something because you feel this pressure around.
I just don't see what his excuse is. I mean, seriously, look at this flipping place. Look at it. It's got like it's like one house here, one house there. It's like three houses in one, three big detached houses all attached together, and it, I just don't see what his problem is. It's so stupid.
Around you. You gotta there's you do not settle in life, right? Do not settle, do not crumble under social pressure.
No, but you are settling because what you've done is you've achieved all of this, and what you're saying is I can't bear the risk of losing all of this. That's exactly what settling is, mate.
If it's the right person, amazing. Embrace that. And guess what? If I was with someone that I truly loved, right, and we weren't planning on having kids and she got pregnant, I would embrace that 1000%. That's what God intended. But right now, I'm not forcing anything, okay? I'm working on my goals. I'm freaking loving life.
What? Okay, what the heck more is there to achieve? Like, let's be real here. What more could this guy possibly want? Do you know what I mean? It's so stupid. It's like, oh, I just need more. I need more and more and more. Why? Like, surely you're actually just putting off the bigger goal that you want to happen eventually. But you're saying, my life needs to be perfect first. My life needs to be ideal. I'm not ready until I'm ready. until I'm perfect. Well, okay, best of luck, but you're probably going to be waiting for the rest of your life if you have that mentality.
Life, I'm growing, and I'm enjoying. I'm 30. I'm almost 34. I'm enjoying my 30s to like. I'm enjoying it so much, and
Well, you're clearly not enjoying it that much because you've still got all these existential questions that you're pondering over. If you were really enjoying it, we probably wouldn't have this video.
I am ready. Like I am very very excited to build a family one day. I'm
Okay, well, crack on then, mate. I mean, what do you want me to say?
very excited to build a family one day. Like I think it's an incredible thing to do. Start a family, to choose your partner, to have kids, to raise your kids. I'm
Crack on then. You're not getting any younger.
very excited to turn that chapter, but I'm not forcing it, you know? Own, and so the message for you is own what's right for you. There's not a one size fits all. The reality is that like the freaking marriages have been unwinding. The status quo has not been working.
Okay, well, that is a fair comment. In all fairness, I do agree with that. Is that it is quite risky, especially for a guy, in his sort of position. Okay, but you can just put some legal documentation in place to make sure that your risk is mitigated. It's not that difficult. You just even if you don't get married to them, you have some kind of cohabitation agreement. You talk to your lawyer. I'm sure he's got access to loads of lawyers because of what he does. He's an influencer. Do you know what I mean? But he's just it's just excuse after excuse. Really, it's like, it's not the right time. I hear this all the time. I speak to a lot of people who are in relationships, long-term relationships. Have been going out 3, 4 years and all of this, and the guy hasn't proposed yet, and I'm just like, what the heck are you doing? Hurry up. Chop chop. He's aren't getting any younger and you aren't actually progressing. The thing is, what he's not realizing as well is that if you really wanted to build something, it takes a long time to build it. And so the fact is, he spent all his time, all his energy building his career, building this great big flipping place that he's got going on here. But he's not realizing that by putting it off longer, he's actually giving it less time to develop and grow. Because ultimately, the ticking time bomb isn't whether he's going to be able to be married and reproduce. The ticking time bomb is when he dies. And he won't be able to experience as much of the growth that he's looking to see because he will be dead. Okay, that's the reality, and there's no guarantee however he even live to 34, 35. Anyway, there's no guarantee of that. So as I say, it's just really stupid view he's taking, but there we go.
Divorce rate's insane, okay? There's so many issues right now, so you got to look at the data and you got to own what is best for you. Is this the right partner, right? What do you want to build?
He's got the same thing. He's got this whole perfectionism thing going on. Ooh, they need to be exactly the right partner. I bet he's got a list of like 120 odd questions, like in his diaries, like a 14-year-old girl. Do you know what I mean? Of what he's looking for in a partner. Oh my goodness! And if the person that he comes across doesn't like tick off one of them, oh my goodness, he's gonna be like, well, this is not the one. It's like, well, yeah, have fun for the rest of your life then. Living like that. What? Oh, honestly, like he just comes across like a teenager. But I'm gonna be done by this, to be honest with you. And like, I'm gonna take this video to 5 minutes. I'm not watching this whole thing. I just think it's a load of rubbish.
What do you want to create? What is the right framework for you?
Well, you've probably already created it, to be honest with you. As I say, externally, you look at all these signaling goods, his house, himself. He's probably got a fleet of cars. He's probably got access to millions. I mean, what else could you possibly want, mate, honestly?
So that's my message, you know? And I have an older brother, I have a sister, I have children, I have a family. It's amazing, right? But we're all built a little bit different. I'm definitely more dopamine driven. And so I need a little bit more time before.
Yeah, that's exactly the point. You're chasing short-term things. All right. So you're saying one thing that you want to build an amazing family with somebody and you want to invest into that, but you don't have the investing mindset. So you know what I'm saying. He's being hypocritical. He's not making any sense.
For really building that family. And
Yeah, and to build a family, you got to start soon. Then you can actually start putting effort into it. It's a bit like saying, I'm going to plant a tree, and but what I'm going to do is instead of planting the tree tomorrow, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until I have enough resources at my fingertips that I will create the ideal conditions for planting this tree. All right, okay. So have you got everything that you need already? Well, yes, I do have everything that I need already, but I just need to make sure that I'm, the best educated, the best whatever this, whatever that. I just need to make sure that it's perfect before I plant this tree. Okay, fantastic. And then, chances are he dies the next day. Do you know what I mean? And he never planted the tree. Do you know what I mean? It's just so stupid. It's like, what? What are you doing? Hurry up. Like, I mean, obviously, you wouldn't take pressure from me because you wouldn't care about who I am. That's okay. He won't take my advice. But what I'm trying to do here is point out what he's saying is completely illogical. It's like saying, "Oh, I'm not going to plant the tree yet. Why? Because I need to make sure that I know how to plant the tree really well. Just plant the tree, mate, and then you can work out why it's not developing and growing later. And if you need to plant a different tree, then do that. It's no problem. All right." And if the first tree that comes along isn't quite as big as you wanted it to be, you can always try a different tree. Anyway.
And the other thing, right, that people are not talking about enough is that the fact of the matter is that there's so many couples right now that literally cannot get pregnant. It's a big thing.
I'm sure he has enough money to solve that problem. He has enough money to make that problem go away. So I think he's talking a load of rubbish here as well.
The fertility crisis is real. Sperm count in men have dropped 50%.
I really don't see that he'll have that problem. But even if he does, because obviously he looks healthy and he's kept himself. I mean, his whole thing is fitness influencing, right? So even if that is the case for him, okay, I'm sure he can use enough of his money to make that problem go away.
So there's a lot of couples that are trying to have kids and they're struggling, and that is freaking devastating. In fact, since I launched my Mojo and stuff, I've had literally people literally DM me and say, dude, I don't know what the hell's going on, but my wife and I were trying for 2 years.
Oh, that's hilarious. So this is actually an advert, really, isn't it? This is actually an advert for his whatever he's selling. Okay, that's fair. All right, interesting.
I've been on the Mojo for a few months, and boom, she's pregnant. So I've done a lot of these questions. I don't know if it's a coincidence, but it keeps happening.
Wow, it's a coincidence. It's a complete coincidence that the whole premise for this video, he just so happens to come across the fact that his product is able to solve one of the problems. It just so happens. Ooh.
Mojo Babies. So I'm here to get you guys lean, strong, healthy, bring up your T, boost your
I bet you are.
fertility, okay? Get you lean, strong, and own who you are.
Okay, do you know what? I'm done with this video because it just turned out that 5 minutes into the video, we just came to the conclusion that it was a big setup for an advert. So anyway, I'm going to skip to 8 minutes or something.
That's when he has the greatest ability to attract a partner.
Who?
The
What?
real peak of a man is 38. That's when he has the greatest ability to attract a partner.
No. That is completely wrong. The time that a man is able to completely, to be at his peak is when a woman is when a woman or multiple women are ready and are attracted to him. So that could be at 22, where he might have got lucky in a business and he might be in shape, and all of those things come together. It could be 28, where the same things have happened, where a woman or multiple women say to themselves, "Hey, this guy's a pretty safe bet." 38, what this number is just plucked out of thin air. Do you know what I mean? It's just a load of rubbish.
If he works on himself, if he stays in great shape, if he works on his charisma, right?
So you can do those things at any age. as long as you use Mojo, though. This is the thing. You gotta use Mojo, guys. You gotta use Mojo. Use my product, and then you will get all the woman. You'll be fertile. Oh my goodness, this guy. I love him.
It's
Honestly,
38, which funny enough is like Brad Pitt, Troy, 38, Daniel Craig,
I bet it is. Yeah, and so the average person, the average man is Daniel Craig and Brad Pitt, are they? Or even Kinobody. Interesting.
Casino Royale, 38. The most powerful, influential movie stars when they did that massive role.
That's because they're movie stars. Yeah, the average bloke is like, I don't know. Well, he's certainly not in this shape, is he? And he certainly doesn't have that house. He's probably got loads of debt. He's probably just about, earning enough to support a family. This guy's talking about.
Right? 38, 39. So you want to be building yourself up like fucking crazy to 38 to 39.
But you can do. This guy's an idiot. You can do this at any age. All right. It takes like a year or two of solid effort to get yourself in a position where somebody is willing, like even a few people are willing to start a family with you. He's just talking rubbish.
And that doesn't mean, oh, if you meet an amazing woman when you're 21, yes, great. If that's the right move, if that's aligned, go for it. But if you're not feeling like there's time,
He's like a little girl. That's the impression I'm getting. He's like a little teenage girl. It's like if you're not feel it. Well, it's not feelings based, really. If you're a woman, it's feelings based. But this guy, he needs to understand his role better. His goal, his perspective, his perception isn't to be the feelings based person. That's probably why it hasn't worked out for him. Because he's doing the whole teenage girl thing. Goodness me.
time. So keep working on yourself. Life just gets better and better and better as a man if you take full responsibility. Okay, you own who you are. You improve yourself.
I just keep on going back to this fact with this guy is what more can you want? Okay? What more can you possibly want? Just relax. Alright? It's all good.
Systematically, you get lean, you get strong, get on the mojo, you get your fucking
Get on the mojo. Make sure whatever you do, make sure that it's done with his product. Alright, get the mojo.
points compounding in the background for you. This
He's talking about Bitcoin. I love it when influencers talk about unregulated financial assets like Bitcoin. It's so funny. I love the way that it didn't say, hey, talk to a financial planner, talk to somebody who knows what they're doing. Just make sure you buy some Bitcoin. I have a story with Bitcoin actually. Oh yeah, I decided to put all my Bitcoin on this app called BlockFi, and BlockFi went bankrupt. So I lost all my money. All right, so these guys obviously clearly know what they're talking about.
this is my message, right? This is my message. And if anyone tries to push something on you, you have to do this. You need to do this. They're fucking idiot, right? Fucking idiot.
Well, no, nobody's pushing this onto you. All right, nobody's pushing you to get married and start a family. It's kind of up to you. Okay, it's whether you want to pass on your genes or not. Okay, nobody's pushing you to do this. Nobody can physically push you to do it. It's impossible. Okay, so it really is just your own mental barriers that you're putting in place, saying I need to be perfect before I plant this tree. Is essentially what you're saying.
Do what is best for you. Yes, having children and building a family is one of the most powerful things you can do in your life, and it's an amazing thing to do, right? But own your fucking timeline.
It's again the whole thing of if it happens, it happens. But you gotta make sure to own your timeline. So what is it? Do you want it to happen or not? Or it needs to happen in your time, doesn't it? It needs to happen when you say so. It's just I just don't know what to say anymore. Anyway, I'm done with this video. All right, see you later.